What is the origin of k equals 1024? Why does the discrepancy in the number of bytes in a kilobyte exist? In some places I've seen the number 1024, 210, while in others it's 1000, and the difference gets increasingly large with m, g, t, etc. This is not a discussion about whether it should be 1024 or 1000, though you can discuss it in the comments, but about where or when this situation originated and or became widespread. As far as I know, Linux and hardware manufacturers never used the 1024 variant. That, and hearsay, make me think MS-DOS made this version common, but what are the facts?
It goes back quite some time, and is detailed here. It looks like you can blame IBM, if anybody. Having thought about it some more, I would blame the Americans as a whole, for their blatant disregard for the Système International des Unités tongue sticking out.
All computing was low-level at the beginning. And at low-level programming the number 1000 is totally useless, and they needed prefixes for larger amounts, so they reused the psi ones. Everyone knew it in the field, there was no confusion. It served well for 30 years or who knows. It's not because they were Americans so they needed to break psi at all costs. Smiley face. There is no programmer who I know and says kilobyte. They say kilobyte and they mean 1024 bytes. Algorithms are full of the powers of 2. Even today, 1000 is a really useless number between programmers. Saying kibi and MIBI is just too funny and draws attention from the subject. We happily give it away to the telecommunication and disk storage sectors, smiley face. And I will write kilobytes on user interfaces where non-programmers may read it. It is correct and makes sense for technical people to use 1024 equals 1k in many cases. For end users it is normally better to say 1000 equals 1k because everybody is used to the 10-based number system. The problem is where to draw the line. Sometimes marketing or advertising people do not really succeed in the translation or in adapting technical data and language to end users.
Blame semiconductor manufacturers, they provide us with binary hardware only. 1. Better yet, blame logic itself. Binary logic is just the most elementary logic. Better yet, who shall we blame for the wretched decimal system? It has far more flaws than the binary system. It was based on the average number of fingers in the human species. Oh. I want my quantum 3-qubit computer. Now?
"1024 is not to be blamed. It is a very good thing indeed, as it is the reason computer, digital, can be as fast and as efficient as they are today. Because the computer only used two value, 0, 1, it takes out the hardship and complexity, inaccuracy, of analog system out of the equation. It would be more complicated if we said a kilobyte is 1000 bits because 2 to what power is 1000? So even 1 kilobyte would be inaccurate because it will have floating points or an approximation. But I largely blame marketing for selling at 8 gigabytes asterisk and adding this in the small print. It is a shame really. That is the same thing with connection speed. Your ISP will say 1.5 megabits per second instead of telling you 150 kilobytes. It's just very misleading.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.